Hello there, my lovelies. This is Margaret Mumford, Truth Seeker Extraordinaire. Now then, viewers, I've been asked to come along and record the intro for this week's episode because it seems our senior press officer, Jerry, has been sent on a special assignment. At least that's what it said in the email. But knowing Jerry, I wouldn't be surprised if the special assignment happened to be blonde. Anyway, as I say, it's lovely being the guest presenter on this week's show. And by the way, whilst I'm on the subject of presenting, did you know that I also have a daytime call-in show on Latest TV called Ask Margaret? Right, back to business. Because today we have a question from Nigel. Let's see what we can do to help him, or at least help him make some kind of plan.
Hello there, my name is Nigel Hawkwind. Now then, where do I begin without sounding like a raving lunatic? You see, truth seekers, whilst doing some odd jobs the other day, I discovered what I can only describe as some kind of interdimensional portal. A fracture, if you like, in the fabric of space and time. And it's right next to my shed in the back garden. The trouble is, who's going to believe me? I mean, it's not as if one can just invite a friend or work colleague to come over and look at one's magical doorway. Well, not if one wants to remain chairman of the Rotary Club anyway. So, with that said, I was very much hoping we could do this on the hush-hush, if that's all right. After all, we don't want loose lips talking to the wrong people, do we now?
How do, Nigel? Now then, I'm not quite sure why I've been sent this question, because it sounds to me like this is a question for that Elvis what's his name, over at one of the London branches. Constantine, that's the fella. Yeah, he's always banging on about portals and what he calls to other side. Quite honestly, it's not really my cup of tea, if you know what I mean. Mind you, while we're on the subject, we're getting a lot more of these reports about this type of thing than ever before, here at the National Network of Truth Seekers, oh yes. And from what I understand, that Constantine fella has been telling everyone that the fabric of reality is weaker now than it's been in the last 47 years. Still not quite sure what he means by that. I mean, is the number 47 meant to be significant? Anyway, I've passed the message back to head office, so I'm sure they'll get back to you very soon. And by the way, Nigel, you mentioned not wanting to be seen as a lunatic. Well, did you know that the word lunatic comes from the Latin word luna, meaning moon, with the atic suffix, meaning of the kind of? At least that's how the Oxford Dictionary defines it. And the OED says the word originally referred to a kind of insanity, supposedly dependent on the phases of the moon. My point being, what you've described seems to have nothing to do with the moon whatsoever. Therefore, young fella my lad, it's highly unlikely that you're a lunatic. Right, can't stop chatting here all day, have to see a man about hiring a whippet for the weekend. Ta-ta for now.